Hey everyone, RaceRoom just come out with a new release, or three new releases anyway. We've got the Audi R8, the Callaway Corvette, and the Mercedes AMG. Now we're just going to have a look at the Audi R8 and just give you a few things that I thought of the car, my first impressions when I drove it. But first off, let's take a closer look at this little beast. Alright, hopefully I've mapped the buttons correctly. Good. Oh, mouse is a bit sensitive. It's alright. Let's get back on top it. Yeah, the car looks good, man. Really nice. You know, Sector 3 have done an amazing job with this car. It definitely looks the business. Definitely prefer this over the last one. Last one looks a little bit sissy to me. I don't know, man. It looks a little bit. But this one looks a little bit more aggressive, got a bit, got a pair of cojones added to it. The back looks really nice as well. I actually prefer the back than the front to the front, but it all works out. Let's get a little closer look there. Yeah. But yeah, man, the design does really well. Oh shit, Jesus, where am I going? Back. Let's focus. Good. Alright, so now I'll just show you a lap of Red Bull Ring that I did around it. That was half decent. I think it was a 129, and then I'll talk about the setup afterwards. Yeah, so that was the lap. First thing I noticed with this car is how easy it was to drive. It's very stable, rear, stays locked to the ground. Quite a bit of understeer. But yeah, man, very impressed. But straight away, I think the default setting with the wing is like on 8. So, and obviously, I think as soon as I got back home after work, I was rushing. I thought, okay, I'm gonna jump in, drive the AMG, and just see what's going on the multiplayer. I said, all right, then cool. So, but then after doing this to my mate with my wing on 1 in the AMG, and I think his wing was on like 4 or 5 or something, and this is what happened basically. I was like, fuck that. If I'm picking that Audi, I ain't gonna get raped just like that on the straight. So I thought, as soon as I get into this one wing, I've got to make one wing work. And to be honest, one wing is fucking easy with this car. Jesus. I mean, I was actually thinking to myself, how can I get the car to be a bit more loose? Like I lowered the wing all the way, lowered the ride height all the way, obviously to keep it sturdy. But then I was thinking, oh man, I might have to lift the ride height a bit more. What else? Stiffen. Well, you'll see in the setup anyway, but I think you could probably even stiffen the rear suspension just to, you know, loosen it off a bit if you want it to turn in corners a bit better. But you know, the car just handles really nice, man. Like, you can see it for yourself the way it's going around these corners, and you know, you can really dive into corners, man. Really impressed. So yeah, man, in terms of what else I changed in the setup, so yeah, what did I do? I softened the springs, I lowered the rear ride height, increased the front ride height, but then I lowered that a little bit more to give it a bit better turn in. I think I left the dampeners alone, the anti-roll bar I've left alone, the camber increased a little bit on front and back. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, obviously this is a really basic setup, but this is, you know, this is what I'm working with after a couple laps of the car. But again, like I said, it's a really nice, simple drive. You're not really going to be losing the rear end, I don't think, unless you go over curbs. That's the one thing I did notice. The car doesn't like curbs, especially entering into corners. Exiting out of corners, it's fine, but when going into corners like this one here, if you touch the inside curb, it will spin out. And the same here. I touch it a little bit, but I was quite fortunate actually, because I almost lost it. But yeah, it does get a bit sketchy when you have one wheel on the curb. But yeah, apart from that, you know, I think everybody's going to be really impressed. Again, Sector 3 done a really good job, and I look forward to you know, trying out the other cars, the Callaway and the AMG. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later.